former singer, it reminded me about that whole honors thing. And from what I recall, there were parents who, previous to the big crowds coming, had raised issues about the honors. And when it was just a few of them, it wasn't getting addressed, and it really wasn't until it became a big thing.
Yeah.
So maybe if parents felt they were getting their issues more addressed when it was just here and there, you know, that would help too. But I just thought of that. I think what I was trying to say before was just even like when Ms. Collins wanted to respond to me, you told her no, and that's the kind
Well,
of thing
one of
I
the
don't like
things
to
we've
see.
talked about, Ms. Singer, is that, and I kind of keep it loose here, but there's, to try to make sure no one's talking over anyone, it's good to request, you know, you look at the chair and say you recognize that board member. That's all, just to make sure everyone's
Yeah, but you said no to her, when she said,
well, because it's really, so I'm the chair of the committee of the board, and I should be responding to your questions on behalf of the board, or Dr. McGarry will, or
well,
legal question.
if that's how the board wants to run it, I don't agree with that, because I do have
It's fine.
questions for people individually, and I want to hear from them, but that is kind of a similar thought to when you were talking, when Debbie was up here, you said something about, like, if any of the board members run into us at a Girl Scout thing or out in the grocery store, like, you should all have, you know, like one response if we're asking a question. In all the years I've been in this town, it's not how it's done. You know, if I speak to Lori or whoever I run into, I've spoken to almost all of you, maybe not you, Lauren, because you're new, but over the years on individual topics, and you have different opinions, and I talk to you individually because I want to know your individual opinions. I don't want to be out and you're all just giving me the same answer on every topic.
That's different.
That doesn't make sense to me as a
I'll
parent
distinguish it for you. If it's on an opinion idea, I'm talking about factual information regarding the board, about what we're doing as a district. That needs to be accurate. And that's where I'm saying we need to speak as one voice. If people have different opinions about
Well, if it's a
honors,
fact, you have one voice, because the fact is the fact. So, speaking with one voice to me implies you're talking more of an opinion or a judgment thing. If the facts are the facts, you should all have the same facts.
it depends
Other
on
than
this.
that, you should be able to voice your own opinions to us.
It's about
on
making
the
sure
topics.
that the public has accurate information about what the district, that's what I was speaking of. As it relates to an opinion, I could give you an example. There could be different opinions on how many people we should let into honors. Should everyone get in, not people, that could be happening. But in the end, we adopt a policy or there's a procedure on that. We don't do anything, but if we did, but because it's not part of our purview. That's not it. So, but in the end, it would be based on a 5-4 vote. At that point, the board speaks, and then we have to move on to the next item. We can't try to change something. You can change something by 5 votes.
Right, but if they bump into me at a Girl Scout event, I still want to know, well, I didn't agree with that whole thing, this is how I really feel, and that's what's going on here all these years, and that's okay.
Like I said,
I don't want them
I
to
just
be
want you to know,
discouraged.
like, how the waiver process works, how do you do it, what's the steps, where you should look.
Yeah, no, we know
The
all
chain
that.
of
That's
command.
not the issue. The issue is
Or chain of command. Like,
us wanting to hear their opinions and their questions, so that's all I have to say.
thanks. Anything else? Okay. There will be no executive session required, so can I have a motion